Folks, y'all have been waiting for this for quite some time. Me and Redneck Mama are ready to cook. You're waving. They can't see you. They're all they can see is that.
All right. Go
see
ahead.
the camera?
Shh. You interrupted your speech.
Well, you interrupted the whole thing by waving at the. You waved at the viewfinder.
Okay.
We don't have to start over, folks. As I said before, we have promised you this for quite some time. Me and Redneck Mama are ready to cook.
Hey, everybody. I'm here.
Me and Redneck Mama are ready to cook.
Pizzaghetti.
Pizzaghetti. And what we have here in front of you are all of the ingredients that you will need to create this recipe. Now, would you like to go ahead and read out the recipe for everybody?
Okay.
And
1 8-ounce package of thin spaghetti. Right there.
Yep, I got the spaghetti.
Cooked and drained.
Okay.
But we haven't done that yet. And do not rinse it. Leave it, just drain it.
Alright.
1 8-ounce package of mozzarella cheese.
You want me to point it? There you go. That's a good one. You got you some
1 6-ounce package of Swiss cheese.
Okay.
It's about a cup if you shred it, but we don't shred it.
Swiss cheese.
1 onion, chopped and browned.
What kind of onion is that? Just a regular
Just a regular
yellow
cheap yellow onion. Here.
Does it have to be cheap?
Well, no.
It's well, it probably is, but it's just a regular yellow onion.
1/3 of a cup of margarine.
Margarine or butter.
This is what we use, but you can use what you want.
Yeah.
It says 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. However, we like it with 3. So
you got 3 little
cans of tomato sauce.
What are those, 8 ounces a piece?
8 ounces.
3 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce, so that's 16 ounces.
But the recipe calls for 2. We just like it soupier.
If you can adjust it to yourself, however you like it.
1 8-ounce can of mushrooms drained, but we're not putting that in.
Yep, cut
because
right there.
Kevin doesn't like mushrooms.
Do not put mushrooms in my food. But you do it if you. That's in the recipe, folks.
If you want, you can put anything you like in here.
Black olives,
mushrooms, green peppers, and that are already sautéed. Anything you like in a pizza.
You put it in there.
You can put it in here. We're just not doing all that.
Yeah. Now's a good time to say something about the pepperoni. Since we're speaking of, you can put anything.
1 4-ounce package of pepperoni.
Okay.
Okay.
You can also cook some Italian sausage or hamburger or other different types of meats that you like in your spaghetti.
Right.
But this time we're only going to use
in your pizza.
In your pizza.
We're just using pepperoni.
Right. Either one. Pizza and spaghetti. You're going to mix these two.
And this is 5 ounces, but who cares? You can put more if you want.
Yeah. We're just going to fill up the dog on top of it with pepperonis.
Then you're going to put in. First you got to take that pepperoni. Oh, I'll tell you that after. Then we're going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of basil.
Your arm's in the way, they can't see it.
1/2 teaspoon of basil.
There you go. That's basil.
And a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano.
Oregano.
At least. I might put in more.
Okay. Okay. And that's all the ingredients? Actually,
we have
a pizza crust, which we're going to test for the first time. Okay, usually this is not how this recipe is done, but I think being it's pizza mixed with spaghetti, it needs to have some crust. So
we're going to try it.
We're going to figure out how to put a crust to it.
Okay,
for the first time.
That's all of the ingredients that go with this pizzaghetti.
Okay.
Now we're going to take a break and we're going to start getting ready to cook.
Thanks, folks. Stay with us, and on the next clip, we're going to do the next step. Say what now?
Am I going to bake the crust in here, and then
put all the spaghetti on top of it?
Pizzaghetti on top of it, and put it in the oven and bake it so the cheese melts, or what?
Yeah, I think we need to do the crust first, because if we don't, the crust isn't going to want to cook with all that sauce on top of it. And
Okay.
so I think we should do the crust first and then put everything else we have cooked on top of it and bake it. That's a good idea. So we're going to need
You gotta break it open.
we're going to need to get the oven cleared out. Let me move this out of the way. We need a, does it say what temperature for the crust?
Well, usually you don't just put the crust in there, you put it in.
I know, but what does the temperature,
Oh, it says pre-baked dough 8 minutes.
does it spray it or dough?
This is dough.
Pre-bake the dough?
Pre-baked dough 8 minutes.
Okay, we're not using this pan, we're gonna use the casserole pan.
425.
Alright, let's put that on 425.
Oven. Grease the
Well, I don't know what that's for. Grease the pan.
dark cookie sheet.
Can I just spray it with this spray?
Yes.
I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing here, but I'm spraying this pan down with olive oil. Let me look in there and see if they can see it. Yeah, y'all saw that. I'm not aimed straight at it, but there we go. Let me get a little closer and aim on you. She's gonna put that pizza dough in that casserole pan, and
Hell if I know what I'm going to do. I never did this before.
you want me to do it?
You're the
It's
one-
better if you wet your hands first, so it won't stick.
You're the one that messes with the pizza dough usually.
Well, you want me to do it then?
Yes.
All right. Let me wash my hands. A little soap won't hurt. Folks, this might be a long video, but y'all like that shit. It's entertaining, and hey, it's been about time for a video from Redneck. Don't let it stretch.
It is already.
Don't let it stretch. You're holding it up. No, you don't need to let it stretch.
Too late.
Too
It's
late.
already
Throw it in the
stretched.
box. Let go. Let go. Throw it in the box. Back out. Back out. Just back out of it.
Let it go up the sides.
Just back out of it.
Let it
You
go up the
shouldn't
sides.
let her stretch like that.
You video.
I'm videoing. Yes.
All right.
You should have never held it like that. You stretched it like from here to Kingdom Come. Almost to the floor and
That's
back.
right. It's a big pan anyway.
I know, but you want to kind of stretch it out on your own.
Stretch it up the sides. You can.
Mom, I know what I'm doing. I made lots of pizzas. Okay. Stretch it up the sides, she said. It's going too far up the sides because this pan ain't nowhere near big enough. We're going to have a crust around it, obviously. Would you like to do it? Obviously you want to do it. Let me make sure that you're not blocking the camera because nobody can see anything the way you stand. Okay, there you are. Now we can see what you're doing. You can't block the camera. You got to realize where the camera's at.
I don't want to mess with this damn crust, Kevin.
I know you don't, but I think it's going to make a good additive to this recipe to have some bread in there. Now I would suggest sprinkling a little pepper and garlic on the crust as it cooks. That's how I always do my pizza crusts.
I got nails in there, not cooperating.
You don't want to go over the top, do you? Oh, whatever. I didn't think you had to go that far with the
It won't
crust.
stay up there. Pizza crust has a tendency to shrink up
Yeah,
some.
yeah,
So
it does.
when you cook this, you're going to end up probably with not what you think you're going to have. It's probably going to be shriveled. I can't stand up this long.
You having a problem? You want me to do it? Here, let me do it. Let me do that. Let me take over. Let me take over, pushing that up to the top. I really don't think it needs to go all the way to the top. I think if it just, you know.
When you start to heat it, it's going to shrivel down.
Well, there's a big old bubble right there. Why do we're gonna have a big chunk of freaking bread on that side? We We got bubbles underneath it. Half of it's thin over there. It's not even thick all the way across. It's like it's thick over here and it's thin over there. You got to have the same thickness of dough all the way across. And the bubbles, I don't know, the bubbles might make it good. But there's a big old chunk of dough right there. People are commenting right now. I can hear them. They're saying, quit giving your mom so much hell. I'm not, folks. I'm not trying to give her hell. I just don't want a thin spot here that's going to burn while this over here is going to be dough. You know, it's not going to cook. It's going to be all soggy. It needs to be conform, I guess you could say. I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. Even. Even. It needs to be evenly spread out with an even thickness all the way through. Now, it's going up the sides about as best as it's going to be. I'm going to take a little bit of, that's not going to work. Do we have any garlic that's not as hard as a rock? Yeah. We should have redone our paper towels before we started this video because I think there's like one left over there. And I'm going to paper towel at it. Alright, so there's nothing coming out yet. The best way to do this, folks, is to have a black background with contrast so you can see how much is actually going on there. Because if you got a white background, it's not good. I can't hardly tell what's...
I'm going to move all this.
Especially if you're blind.
I can't cook with all this stuff.
Now, let's pepper this down.
Here.
I'm going to pepper that with just black pepper. Black pepper all over that right there, just like so. Now I think this is ready to go in the oven. If the oven is preheated to 425, like it said.
400 it says.
Oh, 400? Okay, well,
oh, wait
let's
a
see
minute.
what it says. No, it's nowhere near that. 425. Okay, we'll be back in a minute, folks, once we get the oven preheated. Okay, what's the next thing that we got to do?
I'm going to chop onion. Okay,
the first thing we did was cleared all of our ingredients off of the stove so we could actually work on the stove, and we moved them somewhere else.
I have the water.
Point to the water.
I have the water starting to heat up for the pepperoni.
Okay. Oh, you got to boil the pepperoni out?
You got to boil it for 5 minutes to get some of the fat out of it.
Okay.
And only 5 minutes. Okay. Otherwise, it doesn't even taste like pepperoni.
Okay, I think we're at 400 degrees on the oven now. Should we stick
I had a knife somewhere. I don't know what happened to it.
Should we stick the dough in? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put the dough in. I'll record while you do that. We're heating the house.
Why?
The dough's ready to go in. I'm going to record you doing it.
Oh, I'm putting it in?
I just thought I said that.
I didn't care.
Okay, we'll let you put the dough in. Okay. And how long does that stay? Until it's done.
It says at least 8 minutes. But
Okay.
I'm sure
Yeah. Well, keep an eye on it and make sure it does. Got to keep an eye on it anyway, because every oven's different, right? Right. So finally, chop your onion or chop it to whatever, however you like it. If you like long pieces of onion in your pizza or your spaghetti, chop it however you like it. But that's the next step. Go ahead and chop your onion. There's the pan that the onions are going to go in, right? Yeah. What's the temperature you got that on?
Medium.
Just a medium?
And some olive oil.
And we sprayed olive oil in there out of the spray can. And she's going to cut up the onions to go in there and cook the onions down. Be careful, watch your fingers. Take your time.
Oh!
No, don't scare me like that.
You scare me like that all the time.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you do.
Why, when I fart?
No, when you make believe you hurt yourself.
I don't make believe I hurt myself. I don't think I do. Anyhow, let's get the onions cut up and we'll get them in the pan. Abracadabra. 3, 2, 1. Poof. Okay, the water's ready for the pepperonis. So I'm gonna put nearly the whole bag in there. Just save a few. Oops. Just save a few. I throwed some in there and splashed water out. That's okay. I'll clean it up. No biggie. So I'll put the lid back on and let that boil for 5 minutes or so to let some of the oil come out.
Yeah, well, you watch the time, the clock, because we already have it set for something else.
So it's on 5 minutes. So when that
No,
yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much it's on 4 minutes.
That just happened.
It's on 4 minutes. So when that bell goes off,
Yeah, but it's not boiling.
we got another minute to go. So you threw the
Give me a towel. Where's the
a towel
Where's the towel you had?
in the trash. I don't use paper towels for multiple things because once they're complicated or compromised, you don't want to cross-contaminate things, you know.
You don't cross-contaminate with this. It's
Well, you can clean after we're done.
not the kind of stuff that cross-contaminates. Let me have a plastic spoon just so I can stir,
A plastic spoon.
please. Should be on the front.
How's that?
That's all right.
Will that work? Okay. Folks, my magic trick about throwing the onions in obviously didn't work correctly. So, abracadabra, there's no onions. Abracadabra, now there's onions. Abracadabra, I gotta go pee. Can I take a break?
Yeah.
I'm stopping the camera. Don't do no other steps until I get back, right?
Okay.
I'm back, folks. Gotta wash my hands. She's gonna turn the fan on to get rid of those onions. Those onion fumes. Woo! Let me wash my hands, I'll be right there. Okay, folks, the bell went off and I think it's time to check our pizza dough. Don't back up, okay? Pizza dough is looking about good. About right.
Tell them to turn it
Yep, I
over.
flipped it over one time in the middle so it wouldn't cook too much on one side. So that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off from that and just let it sit. Now we're still doing the onions. You've taken the pepperonis out of the water and strained those, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna get some water in this pot so I can cook the big pot.
Pepperonis.
Okay.
You want them back up here?
No, not right now.
Okay.
I want the water in the big pot to cook the spaghetti.
How much water do you want? Half?
Over, well,
This is the pot.
yeah, about
Over half. Cold water?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you never cook with hot water.
Okay.
Never. The reason why is because your hot water heater gets
Is that enough?
chemicals in it. A little more. Okay. All right.
Now, where is this going to go?
The
Where
back burner right there.
that back burner?
Yeah, and you put the handle away.
Yeah, okay, put the handle away. It doesn't matter. Nobody can
Where's
reach
the
it.
lid?
Look to your left.
Right here.
Somewhere, I don't know. So we've got that. That's going to heat up and we're going to use that for what? Our noodles?
To cook the spaghetti.
The spaghetti noodles. Okay, and you got that on high?
Yes.
Okay. As you still simmering or sauteing or whatever you call it,
Right.
your onions. It looks like we're having onion pizza. That's awful lot of onion. I'm gonna check the dough again real quick, folks. Okay, folks, I've got my dough out in my casserole pan. And you see it's starting to get dark in that thin spot. I'm taking it out. I don't want it in there anymore. I don't want a burnt bread underneath my... So it's out of there. You got to watch your dough, folks, and make sure your dough doesn't get too dark. Okay, folks, so what I've done is I've turned this over in the middle of its process of cooking, and you can see that is a lot browner than the other side. So what I want to do is I want to use this as the inside of my Pizzaghetti casserole, because this is crispy and it won't allow a lot of that sauce to soak into the bread, and we'll have a nice, you know.
We don't want it to soak.
Right. We don't want the bread to get soggy with the sauce. So I'm going to use this, and that should create a nice barrier from the sauce going in. Are we going to add cheese on top of that first?
No.
No.
I don't know. I forget.
We forgot. Hang on. We'll get back with you in a minute. What do we do?
What we're going to do is mix the spaghetti, the onions, the sauce, the seasonings, everything
Pretty much
in a bowl.
making spaghetti.
We could do it in here if we didn't have the crust, but we have the crust, so
That's
we can't.
fine. We'll mix it in another bowl.
Mix it in another bowl.
And then we'll pour it into that.
Put some of it in here.
Okay.
Then we're going to layer the cheese
And pepperonis.
and the pepperoni, and we're going to put
Put some more spaghetti on top of
some
it.
more spaghetti with the sauce and everything on top, and then put some more
Put another
cheeses.
pizza layer on
Right,
top.
and the pepperoni. And
Okay.
then we're going to wrap it in tin foil and
And
put it in
bake
the
it
oven and
till-
bake it so the cheese can melt.
Right, bake it so all the cheese will melt. Okay, we'll be right back. It's ready?
The water's ready.
Okay. I'll give you the noodles. Here's your noodles. You tell them how many noodles, how much of the package, how big a package you got?
This is not quite a pound, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know.
It's just the small box.
And I'm going to break it in half.
Break them in half. There you go. Good idea. That way they don't string down your face while you're trying to eat them. Oh, some broke it in half already.
Yep.
So you just, how much do you use? The whole box or?
Yeah, I'm going to use
The whole box, okay.
But
You want some help?
well, you got to start stirring it and mixing it up before. If it sits there too long
Don't
while
let it
you're
sit on the
doing all
bottom?
that, it's going to start cooking together. You don't want it
Okay.
together.
I see. Can I break some?
Yes.
All
We're
right.
going to need a strainer afterwards, Kevin.
Okay, well, I'll get the strainer afterwards. Let me break up a little bit more and put in there. Just kind of like, do like that.
That is not half.
Ooh, they're all in the onions now. Why'd you do that for? Oh my God, I got noodles in the onions. We might have created a new damn dish. Onion noodles.
You created a mess. Is what
I'm
you're
sorry.
doing.
I didn't mean to do that, but sorry. Let me get these noodles out of the onions. They're hot. Damn, I'm burning my fingers.
Yeah.
We don't want these noodles to cook in the onions, though. Talk about me making a mess. Look at all those noodles you got all over the stove.
This is what you started.
I did that? I'm trying to get them out of the doggone onions. Fried noodles. Hey, we can make fried rice, like chicken fried rice. We're going to have onion fried noodles. Onion fried spaghetti, folks. That might be a new thing. Okay, I think I got all of them out now.
Now put them back in the middle like I had them. Please, I'm trying to get them cooked.
All right. I think they're cooked. They look like they are. They look pretty good to me. We've got noodles all inside of our, is that hot?
No?
We've got noodles inside the burners. All in there. Got those out. We're going to need this burner?
No.
I hope not, because it's not in place.
We're going to need the oven after this. The strainer, please.
A strainer. You're
Another.
getting noodles in the onions again.
I know.
Oh, they're all over the place. Maybe you should break the noodles over the sink. Maybe we need to come up with a special noodle breaking tool. We could create that and make millions of dollars. noodle breaking tool. Right? A noodle breaker.
Why is this hot?
I don't know.
Because I guess
Oh, because the casserole, because of the bread was on there.
it's on there.
Yeah, and this ain't going back down right now that I took all this out. So boil the noodles until they're done.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a comedy of errors going here. Sorry, folks, for all that, but we just broke noodles up all over the whole stove. They kind of go where they want to when you break them, don't they? It's kind of hard to do that. If anybody's ever broken a whole handful of noodles before, they spring out kind of like a...
That's why I tried to do them over
What do they call that thing that...
the slinky.
can of worms or whatever, when you open them, they go everywhere, or a can of snakes or something that springs out.
Recycle.
Throw that in the recycle bin. Alright, folks.
Yeah. We recycle everything we can.
Yeah, we do. Try to recycle as much as
Trying to
possible.
Save the earth as little bit as we can do, but
That's
try
right.
anyway.
Yep. So we're going to let this boil for how long?
Probably, I don't know, give me the box.
Give you the box.
10 minutes,
I
maybe.
just threw it in the doggone recycle bin.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the box.
Okay. Turn the fire down
On your
a
onions.
little
Oh,
on.
don't burn. You don't want to burn your onions though. What does it say on the box?
Cook uncovered, stirring occasionally for about 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes, folks. We're gonna go sit our butts down and.
I'm not so sure 5 minutes is going to do it, but
Well, maybe a little bit longer, but y'all know how to test a noodle when it's done, right? Throw it against the wall, and if it
no,
sticks.
I don't do that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, it's time to take a break, and we'll be right back, folks, after we get the noodles cooked. Is that right, or we got something else we got to do while that's cooking?
Well, we could,
Make a
I
drink?
guess we can't.
Let's just make a drink.
Well, let's put some salt and pepper.
Put salt
pepper.
Salt and pepper
In that,
in what?
in this mix we're going to do.
In the mix. So we're going to make the mix now while that's cooking.
No, we're not going to make the mix. now.
We're going to sit down for 5 minutes, I think. Goodbye, folks. Always drop one ice cube. Whoever that was that made the ice cube that shape, should have made it a different shape because they're kind of hard to hold on to. And they block your mouth. You look, the ice cube is the same shape as your mouth. So every time you go to see, you can't even hold on to the damn things. Every time you go to drink, the ice cube blocks your mouth. So, yeah. While that stuff boils, this is what I want to do. You want to have a drink before dinner. And part of it will actually be with dinner. So, add a little bit of ice to your cup. Actually, I fill my cup all the way to the top with ice. And nearly to the top with whiskey. As you can see, that's a 32 ounce glass. 32 ounce restaurant cup. Yep. If y'all don't know what's in the blue cup, now you do. It's Canadian Mist, ice, and a little bit of lemon lime soda. And I'm using Diet Czech because I am in Czech and I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet fixing to eat spaghetti with pizza mixed together. Wow. Yeah. Be back, folks. Okay, the noodles are done, folks. So what needs to happen now is you got to get you one of these things.
Strainer.
A strainer. And let's move over to the sink.
Hold.
Here, you hold that.
You hold this.
I'm going to take
hold
that.
the other side. What?
I will.
Okay,
I'll get it. I'll get it and I'll bring it over. You want to run the cold water so we don't put hot water down our garbage disposal? Coming around. All right, step back. Step back. step the other way. I don't know if I'm in the camera anymore. So just dump it through.
No.
There's a little bit stuck in there.
Don't put the cold water in the spaghetti.
Okay. Well, I'll leave that there for you to deal with. Sorry, folks. She tripped on the camera. When I told her to step back, she stepped left instead of back. You want one of those? Ow. My back's killing me. I can't even bend over.
Really?
So you don't put cold water over it?
No.
I was about to dump cold water in there.
I know. I said before.
Okay.
Not
So you just let that sit and cool off?
Yeah. No.
No. You just lost a couple noodles, but that's okay. You don't have to damn it on the video. Folks, we're not gonna bleep this out because when you're cooking, shit does happen, doesn't it, Mom?
Well, this isn't really shit. It's just.
It had some noodles was stuck. That's all. No biggie. No
I
biggie.
can take them out and rinse them, but I'm not gonna.
You know what Happy would say? You can't have everything.
Right,
So there's a couple noodles that you didn't get. Don't worry about it, because you can't have everything. Let's insert a clip of Happy saying, you can't have everything.
Right.
I'll probably never remember to put that clip in there, folks. If you didn't see it, then I didn't remember, because, you know, I'm hungry, and I'm going to have to edit this when I'm tired. And
You don't have to edit it tonight.
I know, but I'll probably be drinking when I edit it, and I may forget that. I'll try to put it in there, but... So what do we do now?
That needs to go in this bowl.
We need to do. Okay, so we got to drain that, right? Let that. Let those noodles go ahead and drain.
They drained already.
Okay.
It's full of holes.
All right. Don't step towards the camera. Step backwards. Backwards. There we go.
Careful.
Okay. Now I did take my shirt off, folks, because I thought I had 5 minutes to sit down and take a drink. I'm gonna shake the water out. Put it right on in there. Woo! Look at that steam. That's stuck a little bit. There's a little bit left.
That's good enough.
You don't want those? I'll get them. I can get them for you. There you go.
Right, move your camera to this now.
All right, show them that. We're gonna go right down to this. Now it's time to mix stuff.
First, you have to take the English muffin out that somebody
English muffin?
left in there.
Oh, there was a piece of English muffin in the butter? Hey! I like a little butter on my English muffin. Right next to the eggs and cheese and
All right, now
ham.
1/3 of a cup of margarine.
1/3 of a cup.
And I don't.
I can't believe you're not using butter. Get it?
I don't have any because somebody used it.
Well,
on
we
something.
took it to the drag races with us on that trip to cook the pork chops. So you put a third. Did you say 1/3 of a cup?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's 1/3.
Well,
or
it's just you estimate it.
Kind
That's
of
fine.
guessing.
That'll be fine. When you rob a bank, you don't know how much you're going to get, so just estimate. I don't know what that has to do with cooking this, but things come to my mind and I say them.
Well, I don't think that's 1/3. So.
I think when we're done with this, it'll be just about as good as robbing a bank because this is going to be a delicious dinner. And if anybody on the government and the FBI and all that stuff listening, no, we're not considering robbing a bank. It's just, I'm a lunatic.
You don't have to rob a bank to make this because it's not that expensive.
How much you think it costs to make this?
I don't know.
$8?
How much for the cheeses
I don't know.
and the pepperoni?
Pepperoni's about $1.80, something like that. The cheeses are about $1.80, $1.98. Everything at Walmart is $1.98 or $1.89.
And
So those cans of
The
tomato
onion?
sauce,
about 33 cents.
33 cents a piece, so that's 99 cents. You got $1 worth of tomato sauce.
I'm going to put some hot spaghetti in here to melt the rest.
Loosen up the rest of the butter. That's a good
Butter in
idea.
there.
That's a really good idea.
So it don't go to waste.
And then later you can use it for your leftovers
Well,
and put it in the fridge.
I don't think the leftovers are going to fit in here.
They're going to be more than that, huh?
It's too small.
But if you just wanted a small amount to take to work with you,
Yeah.
or to school, you could use your butter dish.
Okay, now dump the onions in.
Alright, I'll dump the onions in. Here they come. You want to scoop them? Watch out, don't burn your hand.
Hello?
I got a hold of it really good.
Okay.
Just, I don't want you to burn your hand on that pan. Okay. And mix that all together real good. Oh yeah. You do that pretty well.
I've been cooking for 50 some years.
No kidding.
Since I was 20 and I'm 77. So.
Yeah.
But not this though.
This is one of the recipes that you learned later in life.
Yeah. Later on after I became single again.
Yeah. So what inspired you to come up with this?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Somebody else.
Somebody else did it?
When I was single, I went to a lot of covered dish dinners. This is pepper.
Right. This is pepper, so hold your breath. Breathe through your mouth.
Everybody brought a casserole.
Right, and this was one of the ones somebody brought?
One of the casseroles somebody brought.
Huh.
And it was so good that
wow.
I got the recipe from somebody.
A Pizzaghetti.
So.
Did you get a date out of it?
Probably not.
Oh.
I don't know.
Might have been another woman that brought the recipe, huh?
Probably.
Because a man would have never figured out how to put all this together. He'd have brought a bag of chips, right? The men brought bags of chips and bottles of soda.
Paper towels.
Right.
Or napkins.
All the women at the function brought the pies and
breads and stuff like that.
Right. All the stuff that had to be cooked.
That they could buy from the bakery.
And the woman that brought the best dish went home with the man. That's what it was. It was a competition.
Well, that would have been good, but
it was a competition, wasn't it?
I don't know.
All the men were looking for the woman that brought the best casserole. Whoever brought the best dish got to ask to go to the dance. And would you like to dance? Would you want to come home with me and all that? Is that how it worked?
I don't know.
It was a cooking competition to see who get the best man.
I was too busy eating.
You were too busy eating Pizzaghetti. So now my phone's going crazy. It's my sister.
Oh.
She says, I'm not going to say what she says. Oh, I love you too, Colleen. She says she just ran across this photo.
Aww.
And it's a picture of us two. I would love to be able to show it. Me and Mom are making a cooking video. Can I show our viewers the photo? Question mark. Now, it's up to her, folks. I'll show it to you if she says yes. Wow, I had no beard. I had no freaking mustache. Oh, my God. She's going to say no. She said, of course. Okay, well, I'll show y'all the video then. Or not the video, but the picture. I don't know how well you can see it. It's blurry. But there's a picture of me and my sister. And it's a little blurry. Yeah, that's my sister. And that's the spaghetti. We're going back to the spaghetti. This is how you do. Of course. We look a little blurry. I see what she says back to that. We probably were a little blurry. The phones back then, the cameras on the phones back then, when that picture was taken, weren't as good as they were now. So, you know, if you move it or shake it just a little bit, if your hand isn't very steady, your picture comes out blurry. But this picture here, folks, is HD. And these videos are created for big screen television. They're 1080 HD high definition videos, and the aspect ratio is created for your big screen TV. So if you're watching this on your phone or your tablet, you're missing all the good details of the video. Watch it on TV.
I think you probably need to turn the oven back on.
Turn the oven back on, folks. What is the temperature?
350, I think. The recipe's over there.
She said her eyes are almost shut because she took her glasses off. Okay, we got to get back to the video. I'll have to talk to you later. Love you.
325. Bake at 325.
325. All right, go ahead and put the oven on 325. I'm aiming straight to you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute now.
What?
What are you doing? I'll turn the oven on. You do that. Bake. 325.
Right.
Okay, it's rolling. It's still rolling.
Okay.
So do we need to put a layer of cheese or anything first? You think?
No, I'm not. Well,
Just do it however you
I'm
want.
just going to do a little. And then I'll layer the stuff.
Okay. I'm going to sneeze because of that pepper, you know.
Really?
Woo!
Really?
Yes. It's in my nose right now. My foot keeps twitching.
What's that got to do with it?
I think I'm going to sneeze. Whew. Every time I use pepper like that, I always stop breathing through my nose and breathe through my mouth. So if I inhale any, it doesn't make me sneeze. It makes me cough instead. Well, excuse me.
Okay.
So that looks pretty good. We put a layer of spaghetti in there. And
Put that back there.
get it out the way.
Let me read my recipe again. Make sure I
Okay.
got everything.
Read the recipe and we'll be right back.
Oh, I need these things.
Hold up. She needs something else. Tell them what you got.
I got oregano and basil.
Yep. There they are right there.
Otherwise, you always have to reread the recipe.
Well, make sure you
put
got everything.
in it.
That's correct.
And I could have forgot that.
What do they say? Measure twice and cut once?
Right.
That's right. And wipe 3 times. Excuse me. It's warm in here. You want the fan on?
No, it'd be too noisy.
Okay. I meant the other fan.
No, because it's not been dusted for the winter, and
It's clean.
you don't know that.
I'm
what's
looking
on top.
straight at it. That fan's
You
clean.
can't see what's on top of it.
That fan is clean. That's a clean fan.
No.
I've cleaned it recently.
I don't think so.
I believe so. So you're going to layer your
I'm gonna layer some pepperoni.
pepperonis in there. Now, folks, you can use whatever you want. Use Canadian bacon, sausage, hamburger. You can put anchovies in here if you like. Whatever you like on pizza, the toppings that you put on your pizza, you can put your green peppers. You know it? Green peppers.
Green peppers, olives.
Any toppings, any pizza topping goes on now. We're just happening to just use pepperoni on this one. Now you're going to sprinkle a little of, I don't know what that is.
This is oregano or basil, rather.
Shouldn't you spread it out a little instead of, wow. It's awful, oh, it's going to spread out. I know.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
not worried about it. It's going to spread itself out. It's going to spread itself out.
Can you smell it?
You want me to go record the news?
Yes, please, hurry.
Okay, you continue to talk and tell them what you're doing.
Okay, now I'm gonna start with the cheese.
Channel 3?
Channel 3. Hopefully.
Yep, it's on. They talking about peeping Toms using a drone.
Uh-huh.
I like to see them look through my window. I'll show them my ass in a way that they don't want to see it. I'll go out there and shoot that dang gum thing right straight out of the sky. Boom.
Okay.
So we put Swiss cheese next.
I'm doing Swiss cheese now.
Okay. I didn't realize you used Swiss cheese. I thought you used like that cheese that they put inside of lasagna.
Ricotta?
Yeah. I didn't know it was Swiss cheese.
Well, the recipe says this. That's
Swiss
all
cheese,
I know.
okay. Well, I guess you could use either one, whatever you want, you know.
Well, ricotta is
Maybe
thinner.
even cream cheese.
Ricotta's thinner.
Ricotta? Ricotta is... Did y'all hear that, folks? I caught her. She said ricotta cheese. Next, you put some mozzarella. Sprinkle a little mozzarella. How you say it?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. You gotta say it like you're Italian.
But I'm French.
Okay, well, listen, say it like you're French.
Don't know how to say that in French.
Mozzarella. I don't know. I don't either. If anybody knows how to say that in French, put a comment down below. And tell us how you say mozzarella. It's probably exactly the same
It's
as...
probably just an Italian cheese.
It's probably the same.
And it's not ever going
Look on the back of it. I bet it's made in America.
I don't have time right now.
It's made in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Right.
Trust me. Let me look while you're doing the other thing. Can I have it back? I want to look. I want to see. It's distributed by Walmart stores in Bentonville, Arkansas. But it does not say. Doesn't
See,
say.
this is not gonna.
Doesn't say where it's made.
This is not going to work very well because it's not deep enough. Since we have that crust in there.
Right. It's not going to hold it all. So just don't put as much. We'll have some spaghetti left over. That'll be fine. And we can cook, tomorrow we can cook some Italian sausage and put it in there and we'll have spaghetti. I think it's going to be delicious. So then we put another layer of cheese on top.
Yep.
And
Well,
pepperoni. Pepperoni, okay.
And cheese.
Well, don't fill it up too much where the cheese drips over the edge.
Well.
Looking good to me. So y'all get the gist of this, right? You just layer it a couple times with pepperonis and cheese and spaghetti.
And oregano and.
Right, your seasoning. Don't forget your seasoning.
Layer everything.
Don't forget your seasonings. Now we're going to repeat the process with pepperoni and all these seasonings, and we'll be right back. I don't want to sit here and show everything because it'll take too long. Whew, I'm going to sneeze from that stuff. So we got the pepperonis, and now all the spices are on there. And we're going to do another layer of the Swiss cheese. Dang, we're going to use up all that whole thing of Swiss cheese, ain't we?
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about buying some more of that turkey and having those turkey sandwiches with Swiss cheese.
Well, buy some more Swiss cheese too then.
I'm going to have to get some more Swiss cheese. That was so good.
It was good.
It was. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, folks, who makes that turkey?
Don't know.
Something Farms. It's over by the doggone deli section in Walmart. Oh, it's so
Over
good.
by the
It's in the deli section near the deli.
yeah, but it's near the ribs in our deli.
In our deli. And it's what? Cajun?
It's Cajun
Cajun
seasoning turkey.
And it's like a breast, right?
They will slice. Yeah, it's a turkey breast.
Yep.
They will slice it
Hillshire
at the deli
Farm?
for you for free. No.
Is it Hillshire Farms?
We'll have to tell.
We'll
you
figure that out. Yeah, we'll figure that out in another video. Maybe I'll figure it out and add it in the description below. We don't have any left because it's that good. It is delicious. We don't get it a lot because we try not to eat a lot of bread. So, but every once in a while you like a nice turkey sandwich.
And he likes it with
Rye.
rye bread and Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese, yep. And a little bit of hot mustard and some mayonnaise and some lettuce. Sounds good. This is going to be good. What we're going to do is when we put this back in the oven, folks, to melt all this cheese and get everything blended together, we're going to put a nice big pan underneath it. So if anything drips over and falls out of the pan, it's not going to land in our oven. It's going to get caught on a pan below.
And now we're going to put tin foil
Okay.
over the top of this because you don't want this to get crispy. You just want it to melt.
I would put shiny
And
side
I
down.
usually put toothpicks.
You want to toothpick it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
Tinfoil, folks. I use high definition or not high definition. Heavy duty tinfoil. It's the best. Don't use anything but the best when it comes to tinfoil.
We put toothpicks.
Those aren't toothpicks.
Yes, they are.
No, that's not. That's a damn ear.
I know. We put toothpicks so that the
Tinfoil
doesn't
right.
stick
That's right.
to the top of the cheese.
Keeps the tinfoil off of it. Good idea. Put one right in the middle. Or actually put one there and one there. That'd be a good idea.
That's enough.
You think that's enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So, tinfoil. Here's your tinfoil. I would do shiny side down.
Where's that other pan
What other pan?
that I said this goes on? The cookie,
Oh, okay.
cookie sheet.
I got it. Go ahead and do that. We're going to put this in the oven first, and then put that on top of it.
No,
So-
just put the whole thing together.
Well, go ahead and put it on now. Okay, that's fine. Good idea. Is it hot?
Now, can you carry that?
I will carry it, but let me get me, hang on. Okay. Is that pan hot? Or do I need,
No, it's not
I
hot.
don't need no holders? Okay, back up. Back up. Back up, please. Okay. So we want it to go on the center shelf.
Yeah,
It's heavy, be careful, folks.
sideways.
I'm gonna put it sideways on the center rack. And we're looking at 350.
3 1/4.
You want 3 1/4? Ow!
Sorry, yeah.
Dang, you probably just cut your foot
3
on my
1/4.
toenail.
3 1/4
It's,
for
well, let some of it out then, 'cause it's 350.
3 1/4 for 30 minutes, okay?
You stepped my foot.
Did I hurt you?
You probably hurt yourself. You need to check and make sure you're not bleeding. I got pretty sharp toenails, you
I'm
know.
gonna go sit down.
Folks, it's time to sit down again and get that blue cup. So,
And cook it for 30 minutes.
cook it for 30 minutes in the oven. Then when it comes out, we'll show you that part, right?
Yeah.
You want to say hello and wave to everybody? They haven't even seen your face the whole time.
Hi.
Redneck Mama there. She is right there. We've promised y'all spaghetti, pizza spaghetti for so long. We're sorry it took so long.
That's because Kevin ate the Swiss cheese before we got it made.
I ate it with
more.
I ate it with the turkey sandwiches, and we didn't have it to make this, so
Right.
it's my fault. Anyhow,
Okay.
we'll be back when this is done. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, folks, it's been 20 minutes in the oven. I'm gonna check it out and see how it's doing now. Pull this tinfoil off, and it looks like it needs to cook more on top. So I'm throwing the tinfoil to the side. I'm gonna push this back in, and I'm gonna turn my oven to broil. Now I'm gonna watch this carefully. I'm gonna watch this very carefully until my cheese gets a little bit brown. That's what you want. Okay, folks, it's starting to brown now, and it's getting that cheese good and crispy. It's time to come out. Here, Mom, I'm gonna give you the camera. Just watch in here and aim at me.
Turn the fire off first.
Aim at me.
Turn the fire
I
off.
put it on broil for a little
Okay.
while, folks.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do now is pull that out just a touch. Ooh, and look at that. Now, who don't love a little bit of burnt cheese? That's perfect. I'm gonna walk in front of you. We'll set that down, get a good picture of it. Back up a little bit. And shut the camera off. Just do like that. Okay, folks, it's come out of the oven now. And I'm gonna carefully cut this with a steak knife and a spatula. So, how much do you think you want, Mom? Maybe that much?
I don't know if I want.
And now the phone's ringing. Forget the phone. I'll just cut you some.
Just cut a whole thing and I'll eat what I can and leave the rest for another time.
We'll cut you some. And I'm sure if we don't answer that phone, my cell phone's gonna ring.
That might be Colleen.
Yeah, it's probably my sister. It's probably your daughter. She's wondering what's going on. Why did you call? Okay, I'm gonna lift this out, and I'm gonna.
You didn't cut it all the way.
Okay, let me cut it all the way. It's difficult to cut that. Excuse me. Okay. Back up a little bit. Back up just a little bit. Make sure you see this. I'm gonna bring your giant piece.
You didn't cut it all the way.
Well, it's not working right. I'll cut it again. Just make sure you get it all on camera, okay? It's very hard to cut because...
That's why you have pizza wheels.
Would you pay attention to what you're recording? Pizza wheel ain't gonna work inside of a pan like this. Okay?
Scissors then.
Good idea.
Okay.
There we go. Back up and show that going onto your plate. Back up, please. I don't think you're showing it correctly. Can you see that in there?
Yes, okay. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
It may be a little sketchy, but I know
all right, well, there's your...
supposed to go from there to the plate.
Well, there's your dinner.
That's too much for me.
It don't matter. What are you doing now? You're holding the camera sideways.
And put some in your plate. Well,
I can do that myself. You want to go ahead and just go ahead and eat. And I'll bring the camera in once I get a plate full, and I'll take a bite and show them. And we can do a little taste test on camera in there. Okay?
Thank you. I need a knife.
Well.
I can't.
There you go. I'll be right there and we'll do a taste test on video. She's so sick of these videos, I'm sure. Alright, folks, let me get a piece and then I'll be right back. What do you think? It's dropping all over the place. It's all over you. Is it good? What do you think?
It's good. I'm not sure about the crust yet.
The crust? You haven't gotten to the crust?
I have.
Oh, you have? A little tough?
In the middle, I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. Folks, let me try. Okay, here goes my taste test. That's what I got in my plate. Just a big old glob of... It's a big old square. A big old square of stuff. And what fell off is a bunch of spaghetti and pepperoni. I'm going to try that first. My God, that's delicious.
Yep.
Oh my God. You wouldn't believe how good that tastes. Oh. That Swiss cheese does something to it. You know it? That you wouldn't really expect from a pizza, but...
I know.
That's good. All right, folks, let me get into this with a little piece of the crust. I'm not going to sit there and make it... I mean, this is a piece of work. I've got to work on it to get the right bite, and I'll be right back. All right, now, folks, I got a little piece of the dough, the pizza dough on there.
It's okay. It's not soggy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Folks, this recipe might have taken a little while to make because we were videoing it. If we weren't videoing it, it would have been done a whole lot quicker. But we had to take time to figure out, you know, the video and what the video was going to come out like. And, what do you think there, Ma?
I like it.
I'm loving it. I'm going to turn the camera off and eat.
Okay.
Folks, this is Pizzaghetti. We're sorry that we didn't do it sooner. It is delicioso. Right here on Rednecks Gone Wild.
Thanks for watching, folks.
.com. It turned out good. Oh, it's still recording. Bye-bye.
You'll be fine.